SELCAT, Southeastern Line Constructors Apprenticeship and Training, is committed to producing the very best and most qualified local workforce of linemen and technicians in the Southeastern United States region. Through your training with SELCAT, a joint educational program of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, or IBEW, and the National Electrical Contractors Association, or NECA, which will be employing you as a member of the IBEW, you will become a true craftsman, highly qualified to perform all the duties of a professional lineman or technician, safely and efficiently. That training begins with SELCAT's Fundamental Training School, located just south of Atlanta in Newnan, Georgia, where you'll learn the basics of being a lineman or technician and gain the confidence in yourself and your tools to take on the unique and often dangerous challenges a lineman faces when performing his or her job each and every day, with safety squarely the primary focus. Fundamental Training School, or FTS, will also prepare you for your apprenticeship training, during which you'll perform on-the-job tasks such as the assembling and erection of metal towers, framing and erection of wood poles, and the installation of hardware, insulators, and conductors, and working with substations where the voltage of transmitted electricity is transformed for use. And much of the work you'll do can also put you on your way to being a qualified rigger and flagger and a certified crane operator, which are key skills in the electrical line industry. Playing basketball while you're suspended on a pole high in the air is one way that your FTS will prepare you to be a lineman. Basketball will get your mind off your feet and on your work. During the game, you must keep two hands on the ball at all times, which teaches you how to move around a pole without holding onto your hardware, a vital skill for any lineman. But well before you're playing basketball up a pole, you'll be taught the very basics of safely maneuvering up, down, and around a pole using your equipment. You'll start out at FTS learning how to stroke a pole and step up on a straight locked leg. You'll learn how to adjust pole strap so that you can set yourself at a comfortable working distance while up on a pole. Again, gaining the confidence you'll need in your tools and their strength are vital. So at FTS, you'll be taught how to maneuver around on a pole with your equipment, including the Buck Squeeze Personal Fall Protection System, with which you'll move up wood poles from the ground to an elevated work position and then back down to the ground. This will require you to learn how to adjust the buck squeeze to accommodate the size of the pole, and then hitchhike up and down the pole, utilizing a crossover strap and a paddle tensioner. Should you start to fall, the strap will squeeze the pole to prevent you from falling. You'll learn what an over is and what an under is. During the training, you'll learn to put a grip out on a line as far as you can reach. To accomplish this, you'll be instructed on getting flat-footed so there are no gaps on the pole. You'll learn many things that apply to the outside trades while you're at FTS, the most important of which is safety and how to work safely to protect yourself and your coworkers. Much of your training will therefore contain information from the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, which sets the standards for workplace safety. But to begin your time at FTS, each apprentice is issued a 6-foot piece of rope when they arrive. With this, you'll learn to tie all 13 knots and 4 splices. You'll also be taught skills such as tying in wire, dead-ending wire, working with personal protective equipment like plastic goods, and how to get into proper position to work with this equipment. Again, making safety the key focus of your job. Working off of a hot board or baker board. The proper use of hand lines and tag lines. How to safely transfer from one pole to another. How to step over a crossarm without holding on to any of the hardware. And how to work with a pole buddy. You'll also learn about transformer connections, both in the field and in the classroom. And you'll be taught about the different types of materials used in utility work and what they're used for. Throughout your career as a lineman, you'll work on different types of structures, high in the air, where you must be safe while performing your job. These include H structures, which can be well over 100 feet tall. And getting from an H structure to a hook ladder requires a good deal of skill. So while in FTS, you'll step off an H structure and onto a ladder, and the ladder will then be tagged out. When the ladder is back in, you'll step back onto the H structure, go up to the crossarm, walk across the crossarm to the other pole, and come back down the other pole. This training will also prepare you for working safely on transmission towers, which vary in sizes from 50 to several hundred feet tall. Sometimes a lineman will have to safely move from one side of a ladder to the other, as well as up the ladder and down the ladder. At FTS, you'll be taught how to perform all of these functions in the safest manner. Your FTS training will not only prepare you how to handle dangerous situations, it will also teach you how to handle emergencies in the air, should they happen. At FTS, you'll learn pole top rescue. At the end of this training, you'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds to rescue an injured mannequin. The time starts when you touch the pole to go up and get him, and ends when the mannequin's feet touch the ground. You and your classmates will also break up into groups and go through a bucket truck rescue and a tower rescue. And you'll learn first aid and CPR, and you'll take the Electrical Transmission and Distribution, or ET&D, industry-specific OSHA 10-hour outreach training course. Through your FTS training, you'll be well prepared to take on the rigorous training of the SELCAT apprentice, so that you can become the most skilled, safest, and best qualified electrical lineman or technician you can be.